Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And this is pretty much a continuation to the video I did. I didn't upload it yet, but I did a video I believe it was Saturday, about this whole EBT SNAP benefit, crash, where people are going to be getting this their stamps, their food stamps, for the month of November. Now, from what I've heard recently is that they came up with some money and people are gonna get it, which I kind of fathomed. I kind of figured that would happen because there were hundreds of videos going out with people saying that they're gonna do this and do that if they don't get their stamps. And you had the damn Democrats that was backing them and shit like that. But nevertheless, we we know and believe that regardless if they, get this stuff back on track or whatever, so to speak, that America is going to fall and America is falling. It's going to continue to you know uh 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 be sick and ultimately die, man. Because not just Babylon, but these Babylonians are becoming sick right along with this country. As you're gonna see in this video, where pretty much what people were saying in their videos, it I don't know if it was actually that, but it's no coincidence that this happened right after these videos surfaced about them going in and supermarkets and stirring up a commotion and pretty much getting whatever they need and walking out. So I found something interesting about this video because, as you're gonna see, they showed a particular people, acting a fool and acting up and being unruly. But yet on the other side, there was a particular person that did pretty much the same thing, and they didn't show their face, and they pretty much protected her. So I say that to say this: there are two Americas. There are two Americas in America, man. There's an America for you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the Israelites, and there is a America for Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child. And we know that it's propaganda. We know that it's an agenda. They want to make Jake the face of everything that is wrong with this country, which we know that's a damn lie. But nevertheless, you do got niggas out here that do nigga shit, right? So I'm gonna play this. Yabba Shemal Shah willing, elect be edified. Shalom. I ran it enough. Check it out.
Two market basket brawls that took place across the state tonight, one in Tewksbury, the other in West Bridgewater. Take a look at this video of one of the incidents. It shows two shoplifting suspects assaulting employees when they were confronted about the alleged theft. Our Jericho Tran joining us tonight with what we know.
Well, police say that brawl started right here after an employee says that they saw those two women concealing some high-priced items like ribeye, lobster meat, and truffle butter. And when that employee walked up to those women to try and confront them, that is when the baskets and fists started flying. A melee display at the Market Basket in West Bridgewater on Sunday, all caught on camera by Jeff Cuddy, who filmed the ordeal from behind the safety of the carts.
So I took out my video cam and then I just started videotaping. I couldn't believe it.
West Bridgewater police say a Market Basket employee saw two women attempting to walk out with high-priced items. But when the employee attempted to approach the women, that's when the fists and baskets started flying.
The sister thought that one of them had hit her sister, so then she went nuts. The shorter one started hitting everybody, cracking them in the face with a cell phone and stuff.
Police arrested 37-year-old Olivia Bird and 28-year-old Regine Bird. They told police they were trying to fulfill a canceled Instacart order, but they were unable to show the order itself. They face charges for assault and battery and shoplifting.
You don't act like that, especially in the grocery store. There's older ladies in there, there's children in there.
And that's not the only Market Basket brawl. On Tuesday, a normal shopping trip for Lisa turned chaotic at this Tewksbury Market Basket.
Now you just seen one part where they showed two so-called black women acting a damn fool in the supermarket, claiming that they were trying to, cancel an Instacart order or whatever. But you see how that ended up. But here you got the same restaurant. I mean, not restaurant, Salakia, supermarket in another part of town. And just watch. Now notice they showed you the so-called black woman acting a fool.
When a customer started to hurl expletives and shopping carts at employees.
She was at the courtesy counter, basically arguing, yelling, swearing.
Police arrested 54-year-old Kristen Hartman, who faces several charges, including assault and battery with a dangerous.
Now, the same as that Market Basket and that other part of town had cameras and people recorded it and things of that sort. And it showed two black women acting crazy, bugged out, which a lot of these so-called black women are. But in this case, you had a Christian Hartman, age 54. Christian Hartman, more than likely that was an Edomite woman, right? But she got arrested for all of these things. You didn't see it because they didn't show it. But she caught assault and battery on a police officer. 2 counts, right? It says operating under the influence of liquor. So she was drunk. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. A shot foot. I don't know what that is. Vandalizing property, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, shopping cart. So she was off the hook, man. Right? But you didn't see any of that because they didn't show it. Showing you that they'll protect these Edomites, but Jake, you got to be on candid camera, man. Showing you that they want to push a narrative that you are a problem, right? You are what's wrong with Babylon the Great. You are what's wrong with America. You are what's wrong with this country. Right? And then as you seen all the people that was looking at the 2 black women going crazy, they was mainly Edomites. They was looking like in disbelief. Oh my God. And a lot of you so-called black women, you put yourselves out there. You say you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that if you don't get what you want. And then you go out and it might not have been these 2 so-called black women, but they gather you all up as the same, man. They put you in the same basket, right, so to speak. So you're guilty because just because you're guilty.
Dangerous weapon and vandalizing property after she clogged the station's toilet with her shoes.
Based on what I saw and how she was acting, I wouldn't be surprised.
I reached out to Market Basket and I have not heard back yet, but I would like to point out that for both of those separate incidents, the witnesses for both of those incidents say that the Market Basket employees that were involved acted professionally. In West Bridgewater, Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.
And it's just showing you, man, that people in America are losing it. Because America's losing it. America's losing its strength, its power, is being exposed daily. The so-called white man, this system, everything is being exposed. Everything is coming out. The Lord is pushing everything into the light. You can't hide your wickedness no more, and your money's running out, and people's money is running out, and they can't take it. And this is a result of that, man. This is a result, right? You get these two hyenas. One tried to, and this dude looks like a Northern Kingdom dude, and he looks like Elam, a so-called East Indian or whatever. And then you got all of these dudes. They mainly so-called Negroes. So they it looks like they have extra security in there now, extra security, because they the videos are going around. But this is Second Esdras 9 and verse 9. It says, "Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have set them away despitefully shall dwell in torments," man. Right? Not being able to eat, not being able to have the funds that you need or the funds that you're used to getting, to fill your cabinets and your refrigerator. If you don't have that no more, you're dwelling in torments. That becomes a torment to you, man. Right? That becomes a judgment, and that becomes uneasy to you. Right? So it says, "For such as in their life have received benefits." Yeah, all types of benefits, man. Child care, housing, vouchers, Section 8, food stamps, child support, all that stuff, man. All that stuff is going to cease, right? Right? All that stuff is going to cease to exist real soon, man. Right? Because I was looking at a video and they said the stock market crashed. So we're in that time, man. And these devils, they got an agenda for 2025, and they're gonna try to make it get done. They're gonna try to do it before this year is out, Right? So it says, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while yet they had liberty." Yeah, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, you don't care about this truth, man. You don't care about the words of the Lord, man. Right? And you got liberty to repent. You got liberty to hear. Right? You got liberty to do right, but you don't want to do it. It says, "And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain," man. And some of you going to die by starvation. There's going to be millions of ways that people are taken off this planet, man. Right? But starvation is going to be one of them. Right? Second Esdras 16. Second Esdras 16 and verse 15. Second Esdras 15 and verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and women uprisings." Right? Not having to care, man. Hey, if I don't get what I want, I'm walking in the supermarket, I'm taking what I want, and bet not nobody step in my way. Right? It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." Yeah, the system. They're not going to regard the authority. They're not. It says, "And the course of their actions shall stand in their power," man. And they feel like if they can run and they got feet and they got hands, they're going to go in there and grab, and they're going to run out with whatever they need, man. Because that's the power that they think they have. Right? So these people are done in America, man. They're through. And this thing is going to increase. The longer they take to push these stamps out to people are going to get desperate. And desperate times call for desperate measures. Right? And people, they're not hiding it no more, man. So, I just wanted to touch on this. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the elect was other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson to the next lesson. Shalom.